What's going on, guys? Welcome to an episode of E-Train Games, and today I'll be showing you pickups that I've got throughout the week and actually pickups of today. So, for starters, during the week, I went to my local game store and I found a few games I've been looking for, and I'm actually very happy I have. So, I'll start with those first, and then I'll go on to about today. So, for starters, I guess I'll show you this first. For starters, I picked up two NES games, two I've been looking for a long time. I picked up Blades of Steel for the NES. Very common game. I probably see this game probably everywhere I go. Um, but I never picked up a copy of it, and I actually had a friend of mine who actually wanted one, so I picked up one for him, one for me, because I had two of them, and I actually played it last night, and to tell you the truth, I actually really like this game. It actually really is a lot of fun. So I got Blades of Steel, and then the other NES game I got is Super Mario Brothers 3. This now completes my Mario games for the NES. I now have all three of them. I think I have another one. I'm not really sure at the moment. Um, the label's a little rough at the top, a little bit, but other than that, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. Um, it works, which is good because the last copy I got did not work. So I now have a working copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. Um, Definitely a good game. I think it's probably my favorite out of the trilogy for the NES. Okay. I also picked up a copy of Madden 2000 for the Nintendo 64. I've been looking for this game for about a year and a half. For some reason, the only Madden game I could never find. I now have basically all the Maddens now, up to Madden 25, I think. 25 or 14 or something like that. This was the last one I needed for my 64, and now I have all the 64 Nintendo Madden games. So, kind of happy about that. I can finally put that to rest now. So, Madden 2000. Also got a copy of Lego Drone Racers for a GameCube. I remember when these cars came out as toys. I do remember that. I don't remember how long it lasted. It only lasted a few years, I think. But I don't really know much about this one at all. I only got it because they were doing a deal. I think it was like buy three, get like 10% off or like 15% or something like that. So I just threw it in as a filler. It definitely looks really cool. I don't know what there is to do in it yet. I haven't played it yet. Show you right here. It is complete with the manual and the disc. The disc is in beautiful condition. It works fine. So I got a copy of that. Next, we have PlayStation 2. It's been on my list for a long time. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I now have Battlefield 1 and 2 for PlayStation 2. This was the one that's been on my list for quite a while now. In my opinion, I think this one's probably better than the new one that's out for PlayStation and Xbox. Just because I played this one first, and I have a lot more attachment to this one than the new one. But it's definitely a really awesome game. The graphics, they held up pretty well, considering how old they are, which is pretty nice. So I'll show you here. It's also complete with the manual. The manual's in excellent condition, and the disc actually has no scratches on it, which is really nice. So Battlefront 2, PlayStation 2. Okay. Then the last two games I got them at a different game store. I didn't know what else to get for these, so I just picked up as fillers, basically. But for first off, I picked up a copy of Battlefield 1 for PS4. I've been enjoying this game a lot. Never was really into Battlefield that much until this one. I play on and off Battlefield 4 and 3 and whatnot, but I think I like this one the best out of all of them. Just because it's World War One, and I'm a big history buff. So I love reading about history and different events and stuff. So definitely an awesome game. I love how they brought back all the old weapons and stuff. That was really fun. And just the campaign here is actually really cool. They took 6 stories from World War One, true stories, and they put them into the game. So you can play 6 different storylines from the war of different people. So which actually is really cool. I think I've just beaten the first one, so I think I'm on the British guy right now, I think it's British. But yeah, so definitely pick this up if you're into giant war games. So I definitely recommend this. So Battlefield 1 for PS4. And the other game I got for the 3DS is Pokemon Y. When I was younger, I was into Pokemon, but I never really had a Game Boy or a DS to play them on. And I just recently picked this up. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've been trading a lot with people. It's definitely a fun game. I think this one's actually better than X, in my opinion. But I definitely advise you to pick this up if you have a 3DS or 2DS. So it works as well. So, Pokemon Y. Alright, guys, so that was it for all of them. That was earlier in the week, I think yesterday, day before, or something like that. The rest I have it now is for today. Now, today I decided to go to the Berlin Market, which usually I try to go as much as possible, especially now that I've found out that everyone sells games there for like 2 cents, basically. They're worth like $50. So I decided to go today. It was hard getting out of bed for it, I'll tell you that much. But I'll start off with some of the lesser stuff, and then I'll work my way up to like the better stuff. Okay, so for starters, I'll show you this. I got 3 games from this one person. It was like 3 for $5 or something like that, 2 for $6 or something like that. And I decided to pick these up. One of them is actually a very special game, but I'll show you these first. First, I got NBA Street Home Court for 360. It is complete with the manual. The manual's in good condition. The disc is nice condition. Basically, it's street ball. Make your own character. You face all the NBA players. I think Carmelo Anthony's in it. Iverson's in it. Iguodala. I think Shaq might be in it. I forget all the people, but basically, so you're just playing street ball. It's definitely a fun game if you want a different twist on basketball. So NBA Street Home Court. Also for 360, got NBA Live 10. I now have all the NBA Lives. This was actually the last one ever made. Whoops. It is complete with the manual. The thing is actually broken here that holds the disc in. That's why it fell out. But yeah, the disc is in nice condition. There's not a scratch on it. But basically, this was the last NBA Live game they made. Which is surprising because, when NBA Live was out, it was like one of the greatest games ever, and, I really enjoyed it. I always loved the NBA Live series, but, yeah, so I got the last copy. I used to have this for PlayStation 3 and PSP. I think I have the PSP version, but I don't have my PS3 anymore, so I would recommend this to anybody just because the authenticity of it. It was a lot more real at the time, before 2K started to step in. But I definitely recommend this to anybody. So it's NBA Live 10. Okay, so I'll do the popular game with this one because it was together. As I'm browsing around, I saw a couple Mario games for the Wii, but someone else picked them up, and it was a bummer. But nothing you can really do about it. But the one game I did find was really, really awesome, and I couldn't believe it. It was a complete copy of Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation 2. I never actually played the Kingdom Hearts series. It is complete. I never actually played Kingdom Hearts. I never had a chance to. The one time I did was at a friend's house a long time ago, and then he moved, and then I never was able to play it again. Everything's in nice condition. There's not a scratch on here. The disc is in beautiful shape. I actually, with the bundle I got, and I remember now, it was 3 for $5. So basically, I paid maybe a little less than $2, around $2-ish for this game, which actually this game goes for about almost $30, which is surprising. They probably didn't realize it or made a mistake and didn't see it until later, but I got Kingdom Hearts PlayStation 2. Definitely probably the best find right now. Yeah, so I'm definitely happy with that. So Kingdom Hearts. Okay. So I'm going to another guy. The guy, I think, couple rows up, and he had Golf for the NES. I didn't have this one yet. It looks fine. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. But yeah, so I got Golf for NES. And then there's a guy next to him. He had a couple games I wanted, and I've been looking for quite a long time. Some of them, but I'll show you that one now. So the first one we have here is VR Sports Powerboat Racing. It's almost like a a clone of Hydro Thunder. It is complete. It's almost like a clone of Hydro Thunder in a way. I don't really know much about this one. I just remember seeing on TV maybe once or twice, and that was it. So it was almost like a take on Hydro Thunder, but nothing's better than Hydro Thunder in my opinion. But so that's VR Sports Powerboat Racing. Next we have Croc 2. I actually have the first one, so now I have both of them, so I now completed it. It does not have the manual, as you can tell, just the disc. The disc is in beautiful condition. So now both of them I have now doesn't have the manual, so I'm now looking for the manuals for them now. But yeah, Croc 2, it's basically a kind of like a Crash Bandicoot game with like a Spyro mixed in, so it's kind of like one of those type games. So I actually liked Croc 1. It's actually really fun, so I'm ready to see how this one plays out. So it's Croc 2. Alright, another game I got is called Roll Cage Stage 2. It is complete. The only thing that sucks is that the knob broke off, so it is complete. Basically, it's a racing game. What makes this thing really cool is that you can race upside down on the wall or whatever, and if you flip over, your wheels are so big that your body's so slim and your wheels so big that if you flipped over, it wouldn't have mattered. You would still keep going. So no matter what you do, you'll still keep going. It's almost like an all-terrain vehicle, just that it will never crash and it will never stop. I actually learned about this game from Metal Jesus Rocks. He's a guy on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below to his channel. He was talking about this game, and it just looks really awesome. I decided to pick it up. So, Roll Cage Stage 2 for PlayStation. Another game we have here is Apocalypse, starring Bruce Willis. Basically, it's a run and gun shooter. I never played this before. It is complete. I do like the disc. It looks really cool. I have seen gameplay of it a little bit, but I don't really know much else about it. It is known for its cheesy one-liners, and has Bruce Willis in it. So, I also learned this from Metal as well. He had it on his channel last year, and I decided to pick it up. And I actually seen a little more gameplay of it, and it actually looks like a really cool game. So, Apocalypse starring Bruce Willis. So the next thing I got on my list is a game called Road Rash 3D. Basically, if anyone who played Road Rash on the Sega Genesis, it's about the same, just that there's more characters and cars. And basically, you race from point to point. You have vehicles, looks like cars, dirt bikes, street bikes, and it looks like other things. So, and basically the whole point is for you to take out your competition as you try to get first in the race. So, I never played it yet. It does look pretty cool. It is complete, as you can tell. The disc is in really nice condition. This one part is broken right here. That's why it fell apart. That's a little annoying, but then again, that's what happens with these over time. They break. So, overall, pretty happy with this one. So that was that guy. The next one I got was from someone else. This was earlier than the other stuff, but I'm going to show these because these are actually ones that I've been looking for a long time now. So these are pretty cool. This one is a complete copy of Twisted Metal 4. It is complete in the case. I plan on giving this one to a friend of mine. He's been looking for it for a while now. It's in very, very nice condition. It's mint. The disc has some light scratches, but it's not too bad. Same thing as Twisted Metal. There's nothing new with this series. It's just that there's more storyline with Sweet Tooth, who's the clown on the cover. Just a little more of a storyline of him. That's basically it with this one. So Twisted Metal 4. I actually got this for, I think, $5, which is actually pretty good considering this game goes for more than $15, $20 depending on condition. So I got $5, so I was pretty happy about that one. And the last game I got from him, I've been wanting for a while, is Sled Storm. It's basically a racing skiing game. It is complete. The disc is a little rough in one area, but it's not too bad. And, you know, it's been on my list for a while. Basically, you just use snow skis. snow skis, and it looks like snowmobiles, and maybe I think you can create your own player. It looks like maybe so. I definitely want to try this out later. So it's Sledstorm. All right, so for game wise, that was everything for that guy. So towards the end of the visit, not really something I wanted, but it's something kind of like a last minute type thing. But I'll show it now. I got a fat PlayStation 2. It's in very nice condition. There's actually nothing wrong with it. I tested it. It does work. The lady had this with the wires. I'll show it right now. With the wires, AV cord, power cord. Came with 2 controllers. Got one here, another one here, and it came with a game called Justice League Heroes, which actually is a rare game, considering it being a superhero. It was like kind of like a movie cinematic game, kind of, but it actually is kind of rare. So actually pretty cool. It's just the disc. It actually works, which is pretty cool. So I was walking by, and the lady was like, "Hey, I'm selling this PS2," because I asked her about games and stuff. And she's like, "I have this for sale." At first, she wanted $35, and I said, I was kind of not really looking for her to pay that much, and I said, "How about 30?" And she said 35 again. And she was like, "No, I'll pay 35." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Can you do something a little less than that?" And she looked at me with this dumb face, and then I decided to walk away. So as I came later, she looked at me and goes, "Okay." He's like, "Can you just take it for 25?" And I was like, 25? And she's like, "Yeah, I can't get rid of it. No, everyone's saying that it's not worth more than 25, so can you just take it for 25? So I got it for 25. I'm planning on selling this with everything in the game. I'll probably sell it on OfferUp or something. I don't know yet. I'll probably sell this off and make some money on it. So, but definitely awesome. Actually, first time I bought a system at a place like that, so it was actually pretty cool. So I was pleased too. All right, well that's it, guys. That's everything. I think I covered everything. Yeah, it looks like I got everything. Definitely a really awesome week. Like I said, the Berlin market was something that wasn't on my agenda, but hey, I'm pretty happy with the turnout. It's a good thing I went. So that's it, guys. Thanks to you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.